Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Two and now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The Ravens.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Dolphins,
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This time Jackson will throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flush to his right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down. Out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Breida, the Dolphins.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Tua. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Washington.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
Gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16. Dolphins, nothing.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 28 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Ravens 24. Dolphins nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Rick Lesson never asked the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The 41-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Two-point conversion.
And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Tua being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On the move to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
On down.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Able to power through. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky though. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And a loose football. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Hey, switch gears.
Jackson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson,
quick slant to Brown. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 2-yard line.
Again, Jackson rolling to his, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Jackson will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Ravens 38, Dolphins nothing.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 2nd down, Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that will be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And this offense is running away with it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Miami.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability.
The Dolphins are...
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now, after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Gaskin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Chuck Clark brought him down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tua Tagovailoa sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it, yeah. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
And it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyus Bowser, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Baltimore Raven.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Jackson now. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ball carrier.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
48 smart. 48 smart. Here we go. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Oh, here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4.
Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
He's going to run again. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.